What up? What up, Laker Nation? Welcome back to Laker City. And today's episode, we're going to talk about this crazy new rule change that's coming to the NBA next season, during the season of 2019-2020. It's going to be something that actually impacts a lot of your favorite teams, including mine, the Lakers. I'll get a little bit into Laker talk, but I want to talk about this new rule first, man. How you guys doing? Hopefully y'all checked out the track. If you already haven't, please go ahead and check out my new track, Champions. It was fire. But let's talk about this rule, guys. First and foremost, what the rule change is that NBA coaches will not be able to challenge one play per game. They'll have one challenge flag, and they're going to be able to throw it whenever there's a bad call or whenever there's a basketball interference or an out-of-bounds play that you don't believe was ruled properly. So I think it's going to be pretty good because there's only one challenge flag per game. So if I'm the Lakers, right, head coach Frank Vogel, I'm holding on to that flag unless it's a game-changing play or it's like one of those plays where it's changing momentum the other way. You know, they're still gonna have the NBA boardroom reviewing plays from up top. Obviously, they're still gonna be doing stuff like that. But what do you guys think of this new rule change? I think it can be very good. There are many plays that don't get called sometimes. You can challenge it. Or goaltending that doesn't get called, you can challenge it, especially if it's like down the stretch of a game. I think it can be crucial. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm glad y'all like the track, man. That's what's up. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I told you guys I was gonna come straight from the chest, man. That one's gonna come from the heart. Obviously, I'm not happy with the way we've been disrespected for years, so I had to get it off my chest. Hey, what's up? What's up, Art of War? What's up, T? Bro, why can't they use the timeouts instead? Here's the thing about the whole timeout thing. They're still going to be reviewing plays that, from up top that the league offices believe are not called properly, right? They're still going to be doing that. But on top of that, we get a challenge. It's like a flag, just like the NFL, where obviously, it's not going to slow down the game too much because there's only one per game. So I think it's a good thing. So all in all, I think it's really good, man. I think it's really, really good for the league for them to try to crack down on stuff. Maybe it's like let me give you a scenario. The Lakers are up by 1 point or Lakers are trailing a point. And then Kyle Kuzma comes down the lane, does like a spin move and lays it up. But they call a charge, right? Because James Harden took a flop. However, Frank Vogel throws down the challenge flag, and it turns out that James Harden was moving or his foot was in a restricted area. That could be the difference in a game right there. Instead of getting called a charge, it could be a 3-point play, and you can get the momentum back late in the game. So I think, we only get one challenge, but I think it could be crucial if a coach uses it properly. I'm doing good, Renee. How you doing? Doing great. Dan, I like your diss track. I'm glad you like that, Eddie, man. Definitely trying to push that. I already had a couple of producers hit me up trying to edit my track. So I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for retweeting it as well. I basically wrote that the night before I released it. I started writing it and I woke up like at 5 a.m, finished writing it, recorded it, and then I edited the video all in one day and threw it out for you guys. I was really excited about the project, so I couldn't take any breaks. So I'm glad you guys like it, man. Hard work pay off. The Clippers moving to Seattle after the diss track? That's what's up, man. Dream come true. That was me singing for sure, man. That was me singing and rapping, bro. I did my best. He said, what's up, Dan? Crazy new rule. Totally going to be interesting. It is interesting. And one thing I like about the commissioner, he's coming in implementing good rules. Now, I don't like the one where he's trying to cut down on the regular season and, put in tournaments. This isn't soccer, right? But I mean, I do like some of these rules he's implementing. That's definitely one of them. The challenge flag. I think I don't remember if we talked about it on this channel before, but I think it's a good thing for reals. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I've been rapping since I was a kid, man. Growing up in Compton, we used to just, gather around a circle and just rag on each other and just rap. So that's second nature to me. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks, Alfred. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? He said, can it be used to overturn a bad foul call by the refs? Yes. I read the article and it said that you can challenge a foul. Like if you don't think it was a foul, you can challenge it. So that's going to be crucial. Again, it could be a late game situation. Again, I'm going to use James Harden because he's one of the biggest floppers as an example, right? I'll say this. James Harden comes down a lane and he pump fakes, and let's say our guy Anthony Davis jumps in there, but he goes straight up, and James Harden jumps into his body, draws a foul, gets the and one late in the game. We can challenge that call and say, hey, he jumped into his body, and they could overturn that, call it offensive foul. It can be used, but if I'm the head coach, I'm keeping that to the end of the game because or if there's like a game-changing play, right? All right. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, John. Thank you, man. I'm glad you guys liked it, for reals. Cool just talked about the Lakers versus the Clippers at the ESPYs, Dan. I'm going to check that out later. For sure, I'm going to check it out. Dan, that last track was fire. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Go ahead. Hey, if you already haven't checked it out, please drop a like. It helps push it out there, man. Like I said, I already had a couple of people hit me up trying to master the track. So that's pretty cool. He said, thanks for the retweet. Oh, I got you, bro. I got you, brother. Anything I can do to help out, just like you guys get me, I get you. Thanks, Jose. Thank you, man. All the love and support I've been getting, man, on Twitter and on YouTube, I truly appreciate it. It motivates me to keep dropping more tracks for the summer. Man, if y'all really want me to drop another track, pick a subject and hit the thumbs up button, man. If we get enough thumbs up, I'm going to have to run it back and do something else for you guys, man. I blocked you on Twitter? Oh, man. I only block people who troll or Clipper supporters. So I don't believe I blocked you, but if I did, you got to tell me what your Twitter handle is, and then I'll check out to see if I really did block you. But I have other admins helping me run my Twitter now that I got over 1,000 followers. So it might have not been me, honestly. Thanks, Jose. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it, bro. He said we need to send that diss track to Clipper Daryl. I'm sure he already got it, bro. I'm sure he already got it. But go ahead. If y'all see his Twitter handle or whatever, I don't follow dude. So. T said, I'm sure Clipper Daryl liked it. That's funny. You being sarcastic. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Clipper Daryl's annoying, but I don't hate him. It's just that particular day, he got on my nerves with some video I saw, and I was like, man, I'm going to throw him in here too and diss him for reals. But I don't really hate Clipper Daryl. It's just I dislike his squad, the Clippers, I hate Marcellus. I'm not going to lie. Marcellus gets on my nerves more than anybody. He's such a fake Clipper fan. He's disrespected Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, so I can't stand him, man. Do we still need Iggy? We could use Iguodala. That would be a great addition, but if we don't pick him up, there's other options as well. I mean, Korver just got cut. Sean Livingston just got cut. He would be a nice addition. I'll still prefer Iguodala over those two, but hey, we already have a pretty set roster. Absolutely. Purple and gold forever, man. Thanks, Alfred. Appreciate you, bro. Give me a shout out. Shout out to Daniel's Perspective. All right, I see you. You said Marcellus is a poser. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. He said, looks like the Rockets won't be flopping during the end of regulation. So that's pretty good, right? Hopefully, see, the commissioner's trying to do things to change a lot of this trickery that players do, like flopping. So I see that as a good thing. The next step would be to punish floppers with a technical. That's what I would do. If you flop and they go, let's say the referee missed the flop right in the first quarter, but they go back to the NBA center, reviews the play, and then hits up the referee on the earpiece or something, then they'll give you a technical. That means the other team gets to shoot the free throw and gets the ball. So that would be great. My only thing, I want basketball to be tough again. I'm tired of all this flopping and stuff. Now, if you take a charge properly and you're standing outside the restricted area, then that's fine. But flopping needs to go, man. I don't think flopping is good for the game. I really don't. Guys like Harden, Curry, some of the softest players in the league make a living off of this, man. And I'm actually trying to see real skill. If we don't want any Flipper fans in our Laker lives, I feel you, bro. Yeah, I'm tired of Clipper fans. That's why the diss track, Está muy bien para la NBA. I feel you, John. Yeah, it has to be. The NBA needs to keep improving because they gotta. And also, I heard they're trying to crack down on tampering in the before free agency hits. A lot of people already had deals in place before even the time hit. So maybe the commissioner can implement a rule where if you tampered and you get caught, you can't sign that free agent at least for one season. That would be a great way to get teams to like play by the rules, right? So I'm just saying there's plenty of options they can go with, but I like where this is going. Thanks, Caesar. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Good looking out. Who's the third option, Kuzma or Boogie? I think Kuzma's going to be the third option. He's more versatile offensively. Boogie, the only way he becomes a third option is if he starts cracking that old shell of himself when he was with Sacramento. He did go back to number 15, so obviously mentally he's trying to gear himself up for a comeback season, which is great. But I think it's going to be Kuz. Now, notice this. Kuzma's been hanging out with Anthony Davis and LeBron. So a lot of the times you can see where the chemistry is building towards. That seems to be their big three, chemistry-wise, and maybe on the court as well. This is a players' league, to be honest. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine with it being a players' league. Just don't make it a players flopping league. You know, we don't want superstars that are softer than burrito shells and stuff like that. We want the old school, like 90s, early 2000s type tough players like Vince Carter, Kobe, KG. We want those types. We don't want the James Harden, Curry, finesse. We don't want that, man. So hopefully the league switches it up. I think players like Zion coming in, tough-minded players that are actually beasts coming in and trying to switch up the narrative can really go a long way. Dan, there's a dark horse in the free agent market, and he's defensive specialist. Always gives Kawhi a hard time. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You could be talking about Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Not sure. But, yeah, there's plenty of options still, and we have one roster spot left. Should we keep a spot for the buyout market? I say if Iguodala becomes available, we go for him now. However, if he's not available, then it's okay to keep the roster spot open. Or if not, you fill it up, and then later you can cut a player that doesn't fit in. There's always one player that just sticks out like a sore thumb. So throughout the season, you kind of start evaluating your team and seeing who can be replaced and where your weakness is in the team, right? You're a good rapper. I appreciate your hard work and dedication. Thanks, Alfred. Man, thank you guys. That means a lot, man. It makes me want to keep going. It truly does. All the love I got for that Champions track, pretty dope. And the fact that I only did that in one day, because I was anxious to put that out for you guys, shows a lot. But at the same time, I think if I would have took all week with it, it probably could have come out a little bit better. I'm always a harsh critic on myself. So, there's always room for improvement. The next one, I'm going to come even harder. So thanks, guys. Keep showing support. Keep dropping that like, and I'll keep dropping content for you guys. How do you feel about us adding Trey Lyles? I like Trey Lyles, but I prefer Iguodala. My pecking order right now for the roster is Iguodala, Sean Livingston, Kyle Korver, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, then Trey Lyles. That's how I feel. I feel like at the top, Iguodala for sure. Thanks, Coach Bully. Thank you, bro. He said, hey, Dan, Korver or Iggy? If we had a choice, of course. Iggy, all day. He does a little bit more. Man. He said, good order. He said, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson signed with Toronto, Dan. Did he? I'm not sure. I didn't get the memo. Maybe he did. That's a good pickup for them if he did. Again, I respect Toronto. They're going to keep it moving, man. They're not really lurking. They're not really, worried about Kawhi. We're the same way. We're too prideful for that, BS. We're keeping it moving. I'm proud of my roster as is, and I wouldn't change it for the world right now. I really like our roster. So Dan, Kawhi on the Clippers are better with LA. They would be unbeatable. What? Kawhi on the Clippers are better with LA? What? I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. Rephrase that, JP. So do you think this new rule is good for the league? Absolutely. See, the good thing about it is that you can use it in a crucial play. That way, if it's a game-changing play, because I'm tired of hearing the commentators say, oh, wow, this call could have implications towards the finale of this game. If you can stop the refs from deciding a game with one challenge flag, then I say, heck yeah, it's good for the game. Because sometimes the refs decide the game for either their lack of calls or their excessive calls, especially down the stretch. If you can stop momentum going one way, then that'd be great. Not just that, but it also encourages the refs to call the game more fair. That way they don't get called out with these challenge flags. If you're a ref, your goal has to be to avoid a challenge flag. Hey, Jameson Mesa coming through with the first donation. Thank you, brother. I appreciate He said, Dan, the dark horse is Luke Mbamute. I like him. I do like him. Don't get me wrong. Still prefer Iguodala, man. That's what we want. But I feel you as a dark horse, yeah. Why not? Luke Richard Mbamute is pretty nice. I like him. I always liked him. I know he's a vet. You know, he's a little on the older side. So, but I still like him. That's why we signed on short-term deals. He said, Jameson Mesa. Thank you, brother. Again, thanks for the donation. Do you think the challenge flag will be misused to give players some rest? Nah. If you only get one per game, then you only get one per game. I'd hold on to it. Like I said, unless there's a game-changing play on the line, then you throw it, especially when you're sure that the call is going to be called in your favor. You know, because sometimes they don't. If it's not within the final 2 minutes, they can't review it. You can't do this. So that rule, I like it, because if they imagine if players were complaining doing this all game, it will slow down the game. So hopefully they continue to keep that rule that they can review a play till it's in the final 2 minutes. Also, the challenge flag. All right. If you combine those two things, you can limit BS calls. And that's the whole point. You know, there's been times where, you know, LeBron James comes down the lane, gets his shot blocked, and it was a goaltend. And you know, we're just about to get momentum, but they didn't call it. You can throw the challenge flag if you feel like it's going to give your team momentum, especially down the stretch. Again, there's so many options, but it's a good thing. Mario, what's up, brother? Thank you so much for the donation, man. Appreciate it. He said, what if Kobe came back to the Lakers? NBA would be sick. If Kobe came back to the Lakers, it would be a dream come true for me just to see him raise another championship trophy along with LeBron and Anthony Davis and Kuz. That would be like a Cinderella type story, but it's not going to happen because Kobe Bryant is not a ring chaser. Kobe Bryant was a hard worker who always earned and grinded for everything he got, and he deserved every last bit of it. So I just don't see him, you know, jumping back. I believe that he's like a shadow GM in the background helping out Rob Pelinka. I think a lot of these moves are coming from Kobe Bryant's mind. You know, remember, him and Rob have a great relationship. That's why people always try to say Kobe's running the franchise, but he just probably gives them advice here and there. So I think he's like a shadow advisor for the Lakers. Thanks, John. Glad you guys loved it, man. That's what's up. Dan, do you think Boogie comes off the bench? I'm not sure. That's a great problem for Frank Vogel and his coaching staff to figure out. I'm not even going to speculate. I'll wait till about the preseason to start telling you guys who I believe should start, because then you can judge everybody equally. And I have no favorites on the roster. Obviously, Kuzma was my young favorite from the young core, but as far as the whole Lakers squad, I love them all equally. I just want the best players to get the most PT. That's all I care about. I don't care who starts, who finishes. Just if Kuzma's balling out, don't sub him out. Don't pull a Luke Walton. If Boogie is having a crazy night, leave him. You know, you just gotta. Hopefully our coach is smart enough to put us in position to succeed and to ride the hot hand night in and night out. That's my only expectation for Frank Vogel. And of course, on the defensive side and on the half-court offense, that needs to improve because both of those were non-existent after Lonzo got injured. So yeah, said Kobe leaves this earth. All of the Laker land is going to feel it hopefully a million years from now. Man, I don't even want to talk about that Lakers world. I feel you though. I feel you, bro. Yeah, I trust Vogel more exactly because he actually is a real head coach who's going to implement offensive schemes in the half court and is actually defensive minded. Lionel Hollins is defensive minded as heck too, and Jason Kidd, I think he was a point guard, so obviously he knows his X's and O's. This is going to be really, really interesting. But chemistry, yeah, it will take time, but I think the talent should carry us while we're building chemistry. Talent outweighs everything, right? Just like the Warriors came together and they just dominated year one. That's how I expect the Lakers to come together and start dominating year one. I really do. Because this has nothing to do with chemistry so much as it has more to do with talent. And we have the talent. We didn't have the talent and the experience last year. We had some talent and we had some experience. But now we have the talent and the experience. There's a big difference between some and the talent. You know what I'm saying? There you go, Jesus. I see you, bro. Hey, Jameson Mesa, thank you, man. He said, Dan, awesome job on that championship video. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I really put my whole day into it. So, again, you guys motivating. So keep showing love and dropping that like, and I'll keep bringing that. You know, I'll keep bringing that heat. If Dan, Kawhi on the Lakers would really be unfair to the league is balanced now. I don't want to hear that because nobody cared other than, of course, every other fan base. But an analyst you know, when super teams were built in Miami, everybody was like, oh my goodness, and they praised them. When super team was built in Golden State, before they got Kevin Durant, they were building a super team. They were adding guys like Iguodala, who were just former All-Stars, guys that actually had some true value. They were already a super team before they even got Kevin Durant. Obviously, they got criticized when they got Kevin Durant, rightfully so. But think about it. Would our team of Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, you know, and Anthony Davis with Kuz be more stacked than the Golden State Warriors? That's debatable. Let's see. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard. I mean, it's definitely more talented, but is it more stacked? That's my question. Not sure. You know, Kevin Durant, you know, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, DeMarcus, Iguodala. I mean, they were more stacked. So I don't want to hear that. When my team had a chance to do it, everybody wanted to criticize us. But, you know, that's just the way it goes, man. It's us against the world, man. But we the freaking champions. You already know how it goes. Do you think Magic Johnson messed things up for the Lakers? You know what? I was emotional that day when I said that. I apologize to Magic. I don't blame him. I was just speculating. I shouldn't speculate like that. You know, Magic's always going to be a legend, beloved. He's done so much for the city and the team and the franchise. So yeah, I can't even hate on him. He had a bad stint with our front office, but you know that's in the past now. So I've moved on. I'm not going to play the blame game. Whatever the reason was that Kawhi didn't come, it's his loss. All right, do you want to go with that clown franchise? That's up to you, man. Because we're the champions. He said, I love our squad. I think we will get far. Me too, Caesar. Absolutely. Dan, do you think matchup-wise and styles of playing will give us hard time this season and postseason? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think we have some of the best depth this year than more than any other team. Look at us guard-wise. We got all these guards, and look at the front court is the greatest I've ever seen it on one team. Anthony Davis, LeBron, Kuzma, Boogie, JaVale McGee. You name me a better front lineup in the history of the NBA, and I'll have to see. But you know, it's been a long time since we've seen a front line like this stacked from layers and layers and layers, from starting to bench. He said, "Sup, Dan? How you doing? Track as always, fire, man. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate it. I'm doing great. I'm actually gonna log off here in a little bit because I got some. I got to practice with my rec squad for the rec league I joined starting this Tuesday. So if y'all want to come out and meet me, I'll be over there at the Norton Rec Center in San Bernardino on Tuesday after 6. He said, man, we haven't seen the playoffs for 6 straight years. I'm happy with this roster. Feel you, bro. And that's the right mindset right there. That's the right mindset. We built a contender overnight. Now, if you guys remember, I said it before the summer started. If Rob and Jeannie want to regain the city and regain the fans and our trust and everything back, they have to build a championship contender this summer. I mentioned it. I was on the record as saying it, and they did that. So I applaud them. They won our confidence back. And Laker fans are very loyal. We only turn on you if you abandon this franchise. And I gotta say, 6 years was more than enough for us to start questioning the front office. But we want to never abandon the team. We'll just question the leadership. You know, Laker fans are the most loyal in the world, period. You know, we still packing out Staples Centers when we were winning 20 games. We still packing out Staples Center. If that doesn't show you loyalty, then nothing will. He said, less we don't want Kawhi. He said, sleep less we don't want Kawhi. Will you make a track for the new Lakers squad? You know what? I might. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. They got to put in work, though. Once they start putting in work, then I'll be more than happy then to, you know, do that. I'm actually Hispanic, man. I'm Mexican. So, yeah, that's my nationality. He said Magic did draft well, too, as a GM. Yeah, Magic did a lot of good things. For a lot of people like to trash Magic, but they forget that LeBron never comes here. He never once comes here if it's not for Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson closed the deal. Now, people will speculate and say, oh, he was going to come here regardless. If that's the case, I'm going to tell you this, man. If he was going to come here regardless, then why didn't he come when Mitch and Jim were here? When, you know, back when, obviously, you know, when Mitch and Jim were here, he was a free agent. What was it, 2010, 2011? He went to the Miami Heat. He didn't even look at the Lakers. You know what that had to do? You know what had to do with that? Magic Johnson had to do with the fact that he brought stability back to the Lakers. So, you know, he said, this PG-13, Dan, he is shady. Honestly, I don't even want to waste my breath on any more Clippers, man. They got included in the track. I called them clowns because they joined the Clippers. That's up to them, man. That was pretty much my diss. They don't get any more of my breath. My time is too valuable to waste on any more Clippers stuff, man. That was it. We had to let them feel it one time, and that'll be it for Clipper disses. We don't really need to spend our energy on even on the fan base, right? The fan base is already garbage as it is. So Dan, they announced the introductory press conference for AD. Actually, not sure, Roxanne. That's a good question. Let me check. Have they announced it yet? Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and double check that. Let me see here. It might be on Twitter. What about the boy Kelly Oubre Jr.? He's still a free agent, but he's restricted. So nobody's gonna throw money his way till he becomes unrestricted. Most likely he's gonna re-sign with the Suns, though. They traded for him. They liked what he did. So yeah. I'll take a couple more questions though before I get off, guys. Much love to all you guys for showing me love on the track as well, man. I truly appreciate it. That was the most likes I ever got on the track, and I've been working hard on my track. So, I've dropped. He said, "Don't watch Speak to Yourself." Whitlock and his colonies hate every day on the Lakers. Oh yeah, I don't. Honestly, I haven't even tuned into ESPN in a while, man. I might watch a couple of like reruns on YouTube here and there, but yeah, they lost my viewership once they started going really hypocritically critical on the Lakers, man. Would you start Bradley or Kuzma? Probably Kuzma for the size and offensive versatility, but I do like Bradley in certain situations versus certain matchups. We'll see. Again, that's a great problem for Frank Vogel to have. We need part 2 diss track. Oh man. Not anytime soon, I'll tell you that, man. I'm mentally exhausted from working all day on that track. But I'll tell you this, man. If we get that track, I'll tell you, I like to bargain with you guys, right? I'll give you guys what you guys want, as long as you guys help me out a little bit. So we get that track to about, I don't know, let's say 10,000 views and a couple more likes, and we might do a sequel. But it might be a little different theme. But still, another Laker anthem for you guys, man. He said, Dan, you watching Summer League tonight? I'm not. I actually have basketball practice with my boys. We're about to head out. Obviously, my debut is going to be on Tuesday. We're out here. We're going to be playing in the Norton Rec Center. So, yeah, I joined a rec league. Am I worried about LeBron's injury? Well, in the history of the NBA, he's been injury free. Last season was the first time he got injured and missed a lot of games, but I think that was more for the purpose of keeping it on the safe side because we were about to miss the playoffs. So I'm not that worried, to be honest with you. But however, if he does get injured, we have plenty of depth to pick up the slack. We got AD, we got Kuz, we got plenty of offensive firepower to pick it up, man. Need Snoop on that track? Oh man, that's one of my idols. If he ever comes on my track, I'm gonna die of joy, of happiness, man. That's my dog right there. Any word on Memphis dropping Iggy? Nothing yet, but from what I've heard, Memphis Grizzlies, I think their roster is currently at 17. You can only take 15 to training camp. So if somebody impresses them, they might be forced to drop Iggy. Dan, you a sniper on the court? I'm more of a playmaker. I am a knockdown shooter, but since I broke my wrist, I haven't been the same shooting wise. Even my layups, sometimes I miss layups that I used to make with my eyes closed. So I'm not all the way recovered on my wrist and my fourth and fifth fingers that I broke. So, but I will get back. I plan on getting back, no doubt. But I'm more of a playmaker, man. Think Lonzo, when you play with me on the court, I'm a point guard, man. That's what I do. My height is 6 feet tall, and I'm a point guard. And trust me, you play with me, everybody likes playing with me. All my boys could vouch for me because I get everybody involved. So that's what I do. I like Vince Carter. I wouldn't be mad if we got him. I definitely would not be mad. Which seed do I see the Lakers in? I see the Lakers starting off good off the gate, but not great because they got to build chemistry. So at first we might be a top 3 seed, but by the end of the season, I expect us to be on top. That's how much talent we have. I expect us to be the number 1 seed. Now, everybody's saying we're barely going to make the playoffs and all this and that. It's one of the two things. It's either hate, right? They're either hating on us or all they're doing is just lying to themselves because or they don't know basketball. My percentage behind the arc, I've never measured it, but if I had to, like, off the top of my head, I'd probably have to say about anywhere from 38 to 40, in the 40s. Now, before it was 50-50, man, I'll tell you that. Before I broke my wrist, I studied some of the best shooters. A lot of people tell me I should coach because I teach them how to shoot and stuff like that, how to dribble better, stuff like that. So, but my shooting percentage was really high. I'm talking people couldn't leave me behind the arc because I was automatic. I could take you off the dribble, hit you with the teardrop, mix it up a little bit. So that's kind of my game when I'm fully healthy. Now, I'm still trying to get to 100. I'm probably at about 80. But once I do, then I'm pretty much a force on the court. Anywhere, anybody I play, anywhere I go, He said Clippers best team in LA. Okay, Clipper Daryl 2.0. That's crazy how they look up to that clown. That's something else, man. Some clowns for real. Hey, I got a track for you, man. Go check it out. Make sure you drop that like button, man. I got you, bro. Clipper Daryl. See you. They think they're gonna troll me with that, but it's hilarious to me, man. Then you're gonna win Most Improved Player of the Year for shorties, man. I'm gonna hopefully comeback Player of the Year. Anthony Davis press conference Saturday at noon. Good looking out. I did not know that. I've been busy today, so I haven't been checking my Twitter that often. But thanks so much, man. I appreciate the info. What do you think of our roster mixed with veterans and young guns? Our roster mixed with veterans and young guns, I love the combination, but mostly we have veterans. We only really have like probably 3 or 4 young guns on the roster as is, and that's including the two-way G League players. So, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Where's your highlight reel, Dan? Well, I can't record myself, so obviously I've never recorded myself like that. But, I mean, you don't have to believe me. Come out and watch for yourself, man. I'll be at the Norton Rec Center. We'll be catching that dub, man. Better believe it. Cook or Rondo as backup point guards. I'll take Rondo, more experience, but I do like Cook playing some combo guard 1 and 2. I think he could step right in and do what he does. Dan, love you. Love your stuff, man. Now you think we might get someone in the buyout market? That's always possible. Also, here's something not to rule out. One thing we could do is end up making a mid-season trade. So I'm not saying it's likely, but it could happen where, let's say the Lakers didn't get off to the hottest start and, there's a disgruntled star player somewhere. After we get over, like, I think December, once all the contracts become eligible, guys like Danny Green and other guys, not saying it'll happen, but they become tradable. Now, those contracts carry a lot of value because those are great role players that you could exchange just in case there's a disgruntled star out there somewhere. And, I'm just saying that's something to keep an eye on. If they don't come out and play to their best ability, maybe KCP gets included in a package with somebody else. I don't know. But there's always options throughout the season. So don't discount that. Keep your eye out for that. You said, I would trade KCP for Ariza. Yeah, something like that. Something minor could happen as well. That I think people are sleeping on my I think people are sleeping on D'Lo, or do LeBron James serious? I'm not sure what you mean, bro. On LeBron James, people better not sleep on LeBron. That's LeBron. You said that KCP number is like 8 million. Good number for trade piece. Absolutely, Kevin Kane. Good to see you, by the way, my brother. How you doing, man? Dan, what's up? You pump up Song Before Ball, Forever by Drake? Nah, man. Champions. That's my new pump up song, man. That's the Lakers anthem, bro. Go ahead and check it out if you already have it. That's gonna be my new pump up song. Sometimes I envision myself performing that in the crowd, man. That really gets me hyped, I used to perform when I was younger. I was in a band, so pretty much I've always been some sort of a musician. So just in case you guys don't know, for those of you that are new to the channel, those of you that have been with me for a while, you already know the story, man. Dan, would you rather have KCP or Seth Curry? Probably Seth. He's a better shooter, but KCP's not that bad. I mean, at times he could ball out. That's what's up. Thanks so much, Rios. I appreciate it. Tasia, I don't want to say your name wrong. Is it Tasia? He said all the analysts are saying Kawhi and PG are a better duo than LeBron and AD. All the analysts hate LeBron. That's the thing, man. Dan, how many players should play in our rotation? Man, I want to go 10 deep if possible, to at least 10 deep. But we'll see. We'll see what we'll see what the coach decides. John C. He said, Dan, do you like corridos? Um, I like. I'm much more of a romantic man. I like Spanish love music, like Pepe Aguilar and stuff like that. But I like Chalino. I like stuff like that. Ramon Ayala is my favorite Spanish artist. Big brother DTLF, what's up from the East Coast? What's up, Edward? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. He said, Dan, why are you going so hard on the Clippers? LOL. Because they deserve it, man. They've been disrespecting us too long, Kevin. You know that. I had to, bro. I had to get it off my chest, and I feel good now. I'm calm now. I can start ignoring Clipper fans again. They got my attention a little bit once they got Kawhi because they started talking smack. They thought the city was there, so I had to remind them real quick. 16-0. So last I checked, we didn't ever go nowhere. Who's in my starting lineup right now? Right now, I'm using the death lineup that I told you guys since we acquired JaVale McGee back. LeBron point guard, shooting guard Danny Green, LeBron James. Kyle Kuzma small forward, Anthony Davis power forward, and JaVale McGee center. That's a lineup that's not weak anywhere. Thanks, Jumper. I appreciate it, bro. He said, great song, so catchy. I try, man. I'm a hook beast. That's one thing, all the artists I've ever worked with, they always call me a hook beast because I'm good at, I'm good at dropping hooks and stuff like that. So what's up, Dan? You looking forward to the potential Clippers versus Lakers Christmas game or not? Absolutely. Anytime we get a chance to smack that idiotic squad, I'm looking forward to it, man. You know it. Hey, Dan, they're sleeping on Bron James. I promise you. Let them sleep because we're gonna wake their ass up once they get here. Once the season gets there, they're gonna get a rude awakening, man. He said, "That's right, Dan. Chalino used to go hard. Love it, man. I love I love it, man." Hey, Dan, they sleep on. I already read that one. He said, "I hate all these bandwagon flipper fans. Let them have them. We don't want the bandwagons over here. We want them over there. We want real Laker royalty as fans over here." And from my experience, when I'm on Twitter, when I'm over here, we have the best fans in the world, man. Die hard, loyal. We didn't go nowhere for 6 years. The Clipper fans or flipper fans or whatever you want to call them, when they struggle, they don't pack out their arena. They only packed out their arena for that short stint when Chris Paul was in his prime and they first traded for him. After that, they went blank. Now, I know a lot of Clipper fans that said, man, forget the Clippers. They never won anything. Clipper fans feel that way. They just don't come out and say it. And sure enough, right, when they get a trade going their way or something, here they come out and they're like roaches, man. You can't get rid of them. Dan, does it make you mad when you see how the media treats the Lakers and the King? Nah, man. It just solidifies the fact that I love the best team in the world. Because I'd rather go and swim, against the current than go with the flow. That's the type of person I am. I don't try to do the popular thing. I don't try to, fit in with the crowd. I like the fact that everybody's coming against us because we have a chip on our shoulder, and it just solidifies the fact that I root for the right team, Dan, can Kawhi leave after 2 years with the Clippers? Can Kawhi leave? I think he can. He can opt out for his third year, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what, man. We don't want Kawhi no more. You mess up your opportunity, the LA Lakers won't want you anymore. You did us dirty. Now, if he comes here, obviously, once you wear the armor, all is forgiven. But we don't want him. We don't want him at all. Thanks, 730 Radio. Thank you. Where is Pau Gasol? I think he's trying to make a comeback to the NBA, so I wish him the best. One of our guys right there. Dan, would you be mad if Kawhi dips after his second year and joins us? Would I be mad? No, but I already lost all my respect for him. All the respect and admiration I have for Kawhi went out the door when he joined that volleyball team. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I lost respect, and if he wants to gain my respect, then he's going to have to put in work for us once he gets here, if he does. But do we want him? Absolutely not. I'll take Sasha Vujacic right now over Kawhi, man. We don't want Kawhi Leonard no more. That's just, Laker fans are too prideful. We don't look back. This is the way we see it. It's an honor to wear the golden armor. And if you don't feel that way, then you don't need to be on this team. Just like Kobe said, man, we shouldn't have to beg you to be on the squad, right? If you don't want this responsibility, if you don't want the honor and the glory that comes with playing for the Lakers, then you ain't Laker material, period. You don't bleed purple and gold. So What is my favorite sit-down restaurant? That's a good question, man. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I like Pizza Pyology. I really love pizza. I'm a pizza guy, so Pyology is fire, man. T said she was just gonna say that. What Kobe said, absolutely. Kobe Bryant, man, he was like a prophet back in the day. A lot of his quotes are still being used today because he was just so intellectually smart. He knew the game from in and out, and he was just. I think Kobe Bryant is the true definition of a basketball savant. I know that term gets thrown around loosely, but there's not a lot of those, man. Kobe was one. Domino's pizza is pretty fire. I like it with the hot sauce. Yo, if you ever get Domino's, buy the hot sauce. When the hot sauce is fire, you can dip the crust in there, and it's just so good. Not Blaze Pizza. I've never tried Blaze Pizza. We don't have one locally where I stay at. Dan, do we push for Giannis after 2 years? We'll see, man. I'm not gonna go 2 years ahead and speculate. I love the roster we have. We're looking at championships right now, so I'm not gonna speculate ahead of time. A lot of things can happen in 2 years. So for now, I'm just worried about what we have right now. What's up, Dan? What's going on? What's happening? What's up, Laker girl? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I was actually just getting ready to get off. I'm so sorry. I know you just joined, but I have to go practice with my guys, man. We got our first game of the season coming up on Tuesday. So, am I from the IE? Nah, man. I'm from Compton, California, man. The 310, the 310, West Corregidor Street. Dan, do you plan on going to any games this season? Hey, if God holds me down financially, I'm definitely going to go to a game this season. And I might just take the camera and bring you guys along with me. So it's all about the financials. I'm a grown man, pay my own bills, so I got to make sure everything's in order. If that happens, Kevin King said that slam in your video where Kobe slammed it on the Suns was something special. I remember that, man. I was just a kid when that happened, and I used to think Kobe was Superman. The way he flew, the way Kobe Bryant flew, it was spectacular, man. He didn't, no regards for human life. He stretched out like if he was never gonna come down, and it was something special. Compton, that's right, Laker girl. Compton in the house. I see you. You're from Compton too, right? That's right. He said, "Orale, I'm from South Central, the 117th on Vermont Avenue. We are neighbors, homie." Well, I don't currently live in Compton anymore. I live in the Inland Empire, but I grew up, born and raised in Compton, Cali, in Park Village, West Corregidor Street, across the street from the airport. That airport that, I don't know, it's not like a public airport, it's like a private airport. So you guys know, if you're from there, you know where it's at. I went to Longfellow Elementary School, man. So, good old memories. He said, when I think of number 2, is my toilet bowl. Oh man. Hey, I should have included something like that on my verses, but honestly, it is what it is. His loss. Dan, do you think we should go after Kawhi in 2021? Not really. Giannis would be the better option if available. He's younger, a bigger beast. I'll take Giannis. Dan, the editing you did was on point, bro. Salute. Thanks so much, man. Again, it took me all day, but it's worth it, man. Hard work pays off. All day, you up in Kelly Park? I used to go to Kelly Park all the time. When I was little, my brothers, they've been Laker fans before I was born. My brothers are older than me by at least 10 years. So, they're the ones that put me into basketball. So salute them. Shout out to my brother Josh and Eddie. They're the ones that taught me a lot of what I know today. And, those are my big brodies. Yeah, I have memories of them playing there when I was a little kid and me watching them. And I actually would get bored and want to go home, because I was just a kid. But, man, I wish I would have paid more attention because they were really good. Dan, I'm from the state of Alabama, and I love your channel. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much, Laker girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I especially love it when we have Laker fans in different states and countries because it just shows you how global the Laker brand is. Unlike the Clippers that really they don't go around the block with their fan base, right? So here's my question. What do Clipper fans think they're going to accomplish if the world was going to end tomorrow and they actually won a championship, which is never going to happen? What kind of parade would they throw, man? They're probably going to have like maybe 100 people there. There's really not a lot of Clipper fans in LA. Unless they get all these bandwagons that just come flock over, but that's going to be a boring ass parade. Y'all see when the Lakers win, man. The Lakers win. It looks better than it looked in Toronto this summer. So, Dan, you ever thought about being a coach for younger boys? Yeah. Shout out to my boy Lonnie. He actually mentioned it to me this past week. He asked me if I ever thought of coaching. So yeah, that's definitely something that's food for thought for me. I do love basketball in every capacity, but I love what I do here on this channel with you guys, man. And if I could teach kids, I would be added to that. But I don't think I'll ever stop doing YouTube because you can reach out to so many people and just connect with the Laker community, and it's just like one big family. And I feel so connected with you guys. I feel like I know you guys. I got so much love for you guys, and you guys equally for me. So I appreciate that. Will we miss Lonzo Ball? Definitely. On the defensive end, we will. Offensively, not so much because he was a hit or miss night in and night out. But defensively, we will miss him. However, Avery Bradley is going to make up for a lot of that because Avery Bradley is a similar type of defensive player. Oh, that's what's up, Alfred. I see you, bro. Kawhi's a new Elton Brand. That's funny. You said ES from South Central. I stay in your city, though. Damn, that's what's up, bro. Small world, man. Record at the rec league. Yeah, I'll see if my girl goes because sometimes she's busy and she don't got time like that anymore to go and record me. So if she don't go, then I won't be able to record. But or even if she feels like it, it's optional for her. I'm not gonna force her to record, right? It's tiring holding up a camera. I might just have to buy me one of those stands and place it somewhere. But I don't really like recording from one angle only. I like zooming in and zooming out. So we'll see. If I can, I will. But if I can't, hey, you guys are more than welcome to come through and record me, man. Y'all have some detail of film, to either brag about or make fun of me. Depends on the night, what type of game I have. So, it will be great. You're welcome to. Bro, if you get 2 Lakers tickets, would you come with? If I get 2 Lakers tickets, would you come with? Oh, man. You know what? Depends, brother. Depends on the day. I wouldn't get me a Laker ticket, though, because I'm always busy. And it has to be planned ahead of time. That way, I'm pretty much free. But yeah, I mean, I would love to go with anybody. However, I would hope that I can bring a friend or somebody with me, right? Just simply because they all, my family and friends always love tagging along with me, man. We're really connected. So I don't want to exclude them from anything, But I'm not saying don't give me any Laker tickets or anything like that because honestly, I work so much and I do all these things on a daily basis that I wouldn't even know if I could, I don't want to disappoint you and not come through. But hey, if we can arrange it ahead of time, that'd be great. I can't wait for that. All right, T, take it easy. I'll catch you later. On that note, I'm actually going to get off as well, guys. I'm supposed to be in the park for practice in 15 minutes. So, wish me luck, man. Hopefully my shot is on point like always. And we'll see what happens. Last comment I'm going to read. Kevin King, he said, congrats for the 9.8 thousand, almost 10K. Do something special that day. 10K is nothing to sneeze at. Big accomplishment. Yeah, man, I have to figure it out. Once I hit 10K, I'll probably put for you guys to vote what you guys want me to do to celebrate with you guys. Financially, I'm a little tight right now, but if I can give back to you guys, I'll probably buy a bunch of gift cards and just give them out. I'll probably get like 5 of them and give out 2 on the stream and the other 3 on Twitter if you guys follow me. Just pretty much send me a message. Let me know what you love about the channel, and I'll randomly select three winners from Twitter and probably 2 people from here. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens or how we can arrange that. If I do get the financials to do it. But I love giving back to the community. If I can do that, I definitely will. So we'll see what happens there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you already haven't, please check out my new track, Champions. Definitely worth it, man. And thank you guys for all the love and support. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and we'll see when that is. Peace out.